I am at the office of UMDA, UPS Manufacturers and Dealers Association of Karnataka. With me is Mr. Narayan Sabai, who is the president of the association, and along with him is Mr. Ramesh, who is the general secretary of the association. Welcome to our webcast, Mr. Sabai, as well as Mr.
Yeah, thank you.
First of all, let us start with the first question. What came to your mind that you wanted to start an association for Karnataka? Why not there is already an association called UPS Manufacturers, AUM, based in Delhi, that looks after the national interest of, and that is divided into zonal system also. Okay, even in Karnataka there may be some people representing the AUM chapter wise. Then what came to your mind which that you wanted this particular association to start, and how it came up, and how are you placed right now?
Yes, Sai Krishna. In fact, Karnataka has got so many small manufacturers who doesn't have any platform to talk about their grievances or to express their problems to government and things like that. In fact, it is true that All India UPS Association Manufacturer is there, but what you find there is only big manufacturers who represent the state or the nation, so those people are around there. So maybe a small manufacturer's problem cannot be represented there more effectively because they are all local problems. So keeping those things in mind, and also to create a local platform to represent to the government or to share our views among ourselves, and in the long run to take care of our own welfare of the UPS manufacturers. So we have decided to make form UMDA so that we can take care of local manufacturer problem, and also we can collectively represent ourselves in All India UPS Manufacturers Association. So that's how the idea and the objective of UMDA is there.
So how far you have been successful in your this thing?
Ramesh, maybe you can explain when did you started that and how many
So
members
when we
you have?
started, we had a few members from Karnataka. Only we had around 15 to 20 members. But in 1 year, we could able to get membership up to 85 companies, all manufacturers and dealers. All those people are members here now. It's more than now 85. We have a lot of other people also approaching us. It's growing very fast.
So any activity that you have already done and which has really borne fruit for you, which earlier, like with AUM just alone, you have not been able to achieve?
Yes, yes, we have done quite a number of activities. So from the day we started, in fact, the association when we wanted to start that, the one point actually which really was there in all the manufacturing for local Karnataka people was the tax part which was increased, and immediately all the people could not accept it. So that is the point actually we already started thinking on that, and then started addressing all these problems, and we started the association. So immediately we could take up the tax issues and what is related to that, and then afterwards VAT has come, and related to VAT we had a seminar.
We had pre-VAT and post-VAT seminars.
Both the seminars we had, and later.
Were you able to actually influence government decision on implementation of VAT to your benefit?
Yes, to some extent we could able to achieve. Actually, last time when it was raised from 8%. Before it was the tax was 8%, and when they suddenly raised to 16%. So then we could able to influence that, and now the tax part is about 4% here in Karnataka.
Don't you advocate uniform tax structure all over the country?
No, in fact, right now in the VAT region, the tax structure is uniform in all VAT accepted states. It is 4% everywhere. But maybe, yes, we agree with you that uniform tax structure for all the product may help the nation to have a free trade around. So now, right now, the non-VAT states, they have their own tax structure, and also in some states, even entry tax is there, and octroi is there. So that way we have different tax structure.
Are we emphasizing the government on doing something in the lines of Parvanu or Pondicherry, sort of a tax-free zone in Karnataka?
No, we are not expecting that way actually in Karnataka. At least we want little better benefit compared to any other products here, because the industry is coming up. So for that, what is required minimum? So we don't want actually all the tax to be avoided on sort of a thing. What is happening in Pondicherry and all those things. We don't looking at that angle.
How do you think what was the growth rate last year, and approximately what do you think is the total industry turnover
In Karnataka?
Well, in Karnataka and in the country as well, as Mr. Savai's company is a national player definitely.
In the country, we, as per our opinion, we can say actually it is now the total turnover of UPS industry could be somewhere around 2,200 crores. Every year we see 20% growth in this industry. That is what we have been seeing a lot of reports, and a lot of surveys has been done by different people, and we have inputs from them.
In fact, our own members' feedback is that more or less everybody has got growth between 15 to 20% every year. It's actually happening. It's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. April was the best month of the year, when normally earlier it never used to be so good.
Yes.
This year April there was a UPS boom sort of a thing, and that really resulted in upping the revenue to a certain extent. Mr. Savai, what do you think exactly? I mean, you are representing smaller dealers, and there is like your organization, not you. I mean UMDA is representing as
Manufacturers and dealers.
The smaller players rather. Maybe there may be a few big players, national level players, but more or less out of 80, the number will be very less when you talk about smaller, major players.
Okay.
Now, there has been a trend.
No, it is, we don't agree with you. If you just make a list of 10 national players who are Indian manufacturers. In fact, there are three are located in Karnataka itself, and they are all our members. And interestingly, South has got more than 60% of the contribution towards the turnover is from South only.
You're taking me wrongly. Like, actually, what I mean to say that out of 80 members, how many are big players? 3, 4, 5. How many are big players?
I think I should put it this way. I should say more than 20 are established players. They are in the business since long time, and they are all under excise duty.
Again, when you say out of 80, 20 are established, means 60. But more than 70% approximately are you are representing 70% of the unorganized segment.
That's true.
And there has been a trend that there are fly-by-night operators. There are people who made today and bloom today and vanish tomorrow. Major concern for all the leading players, including you may be also one of them. Can't say that they sell the UPS at throwaway prices. Are you doing anything in the area of saying uniform price structure for UPS systems rather than price war, razor thin margins, things like that? Instead of that, since you are now in an organization and you have collected 80 guys, 80 members, now are you in a position to influence those 60 to follow the norms which are followed by the other 20 whom you say are established players?
Yeah. In fact, we did discuss these issues. In fact, one of our main objective of the association is towards that only. In fact, we have strongly advocated among ourselves that we can have price policy only when we have a standardized product. The specification should be same so that it can be comparable. Right now, you are aware that all UPS manufacturers, they have their own proprietary designs, and each one claim about his advantage and others disadvantage. So there is an unhealthy competition, but unfortunately there are no standard specification laid down by the government, or we have any ISI specification which talks about the minimum standard level or quality standards. So we are advocating that we should discuss among ourselves. We should call some specialists also in the power electronics field and freeze the specification which is acceptable to the customers, so that we can talk about some price policy. And another thing what you are telling is unorganized sectors, the small players. In fact, right now, as you said, many are with a fly-by-back arrangements. They are there today and tomorrow they are not there, mainly because they come here keeping in mind that there is a big money. The moment they start giving service, or the moment they start facing up-sales service problem, they run away. But in fact, we are educating them. From the association, we are trying to educating them. We are asking them to become member, and we are also trying to uplift the relationship between the manufacturers and the dealers, so that any good person who has got a good technology or a good manufacturing facility or interested in long run, he can also have the services of the dealers. So it is not only just we are addressing just the problem of manufacturers, we are also addressing the problem of dealers. So that is something different in our association, which I am sure you rarely see this kind of arrangement. Normally, manufacturers and dealers, there is a vast gap, but we are trying to bring them together and discussing problems together, so that we can have a cordial growth.
That's really nice to know. Mr. Sabayat, what are your future plans for India as of now?
Yeah, in fact, the immediate plan is we are negotiating with one of the exhibitor who is going to conduct in a big way UPS, inverters and generator exhibition. So we are negotiating with them to be with them as a co-organizers and pass on the benefit to all our members, so that they will get the stalls at a concessional price, and also we can support them in organizing some seminars, and also if any function is there, we can support them. That is one of the negotiation we are doing it. And secondly, I am very happy to tell you that whatever we have planned for future, and to keep this organizational interest perpetual. So we have already whatever money we have saved during our 7-year release, so that we have already made a corpus. So in fact, we are discussing with the government. Rather, we are going to request the government to allot us the land site in city, so that we can have our own office, which will have a facility of library and testing, and on maybe some sort of a consultancy to newcomers and things like that. So that is our future plan.
One more point is now we are also planning to ask government about the UPS cluster one place. So where all UPS manufacturers can be stayed at one place, and all manufacturers have their own industry there. That is the one proposal we have given to the government, and in fact government they agree to collect all the application from all the manufacturers. What is the area they are looking, and what is the cluster area what they want. So that also is going on.
So nice to hear about all this. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulate you for your hard work that you are putting in, and thank you very much. And may God take you to success.
Thank you very much.
All your mission should end in legal success.
Thank you.
Thank you.